Hello guys, how are you doing? Am I audible? Let me refresh my page myself to
Let's be
see.
real.
Okay,
Adulting is hard. It's
an ad is playing, so it means that the live stream has been started. Let me also update the time of the stream in Codeforces. And guys, as you know, today we're gonna have a topic stream on greedy algorithms. I hope that you guys will learn a lot in this topic stream. Hi to Ethiopia, Paul. Can you give me advice on CP? I am good on lead code, but loser codes forces contest. Have you seen the new released video on how to go from newbie to expert? I've talked about a lot, and in that video, I assume that you guys have all watched that already. But I've talked a lot in that video. Let me send the link here as well so that in case someone hasn't watched it yet, you can watch it from here. And also in the comment section, you can write about your current state. What is your goal? All of you guys, I wanted you to write about your goals and how you want to train. And I'm going to review all the comments and answer them. I mean, I've answered everything so far. In the last day, new comments has been added. I will answer them too soon as well. My goal is to answer all the comments. So you can put a comment there too. Let's get here. And thank you guys for the hearts. Let me send one too. Let me scroll up. Hello. Hi, greedy to learn greedy. Awesome. Yeah. So are you all greedy today? Hi to Rwanda. Nice. It's nice, guys. All of you talk about where are you from. India waited for you, said hi, Oran. Hello. India, I wish we get till at least 2000. I see. Practice, high great voice. Is the quality good today? Oh, I'm infinite mirroring and my position is not very good too. Let me change the camera first. And maybe I should get a bit. Okay. Now my position is better. The frame is not good though. Now I think everything is better. Okay. My goal completed 70 problems from the day you posted video. 70 problems. I just posted the video 2 days ago. How you solved 70 problems in 2 days. Practicing for my ICBC, got 2 years left. Nice. Awesome. I want to become expert, but I can solve problem D in Codeforces. Well, it's good if you can solve problem D. Bangladesh, TLCP. I haven't seen TLE CP sheets. I don't know, but maybe I will make one. I will make a course soon and share it with you guys. I've also started doing around 10 questions a day like you, bro. Maybe I can also get to Grandmaster, but it will take more time than yes, I am. No, don't say that. Hopefully you can get there very soon. Hopefully. So far, India, Ethiopia, Bangladesh, Rwanda, great Persian accent. Abduki, are you Persian as well? Or what? Beauty of education, thank you. Uzbekistan, top-notch quality, nice. Why it keeps scrolling down by itself? Free Palestine, are you from Palestine, Obada? India, I recently became a specialist. What topic do you suggest me to focus on to reach to experts? I just talked about that in a video. So if you haven't seen that, you can watch that. Egypt, nice. Maybe there are 800 read it. Oh, I see. Argentina. I haven't seen a eliminator sheets, so I cannot endorse or say anything against it. I don't know about that, but I can maybe make one. Where are you from? Where do you guess that I'm from? Indonesia, nice. I'm reaching the end of the comments. I don't think so. I think you should be better in solving. Watch the video about how to get to expert daily. Okay. I'm a PhD student right now. Paul, I also recommend you to watch the video Advanced about Contemporary for Computer Olympiad. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what we're doing here. You should learn competitive programming. Oh, ads. Poland, Iran, Bangladesh. You are from Iran, or you're guessing that I'm from Iran? Sure. About constructive, maybe I can do that next as well. I'm from Palestine. I didn't participate in it. Yes, I like software. Nice. You know, software is very good. I like it very much too, because in the startups and everything, it's very important. And I like startups. So I like software the most. Guys, do you want to gradually start talking about the new topic today? The greedy algorithms. Are you greedy enough to learn the greedy algorithms? Yeah, I do some things, yeah. What is your PhD research topic? Algorithms, theoretical computer science. Yeah, so you're all greedy to start learning greedy. Nice. Nice. So let's start. Give us the real program of AI. What? Use Brave browser if you don't want to see ads. I see. Okay, so let's start then. Let's start talking about the new topic that we want to discuss today. Oh my god, why did I lose tablets? That's a bad news. Okay, good. Good. I didn't know what should I do if it wouldn't work. So, let's start discussing. Okay, well, as you guys all know about it already, today we're gonna talk about greedy algorithms. Thank you, Wabihab. And thank you, Obada. Thank you. We want to talk about greedy algorithms. So let's first see that what greedy is. Well, first of all, it's the name suggested. If you know the meaning of the word greed, you know, you get that what is it about. I mean, when you have the greed of something and you just want to get as much as possible. I mean, you don't think, you just want to get more and more and more as much as possible. You have the greed of something. So in greedy algorithms, basically what we do is to follow these principles. We just try to get as much as we can as soon as we can. And we don't try to optimize it, maybe get less right now so that in future we can get more. No, we just greedily, without thinking, we just take out as we can. Okay, so this is how greedy algorithms would work in general. So you will go and without even thinking of trying to have some strategy, maybe for now taking less of something that maybe help you in future to get more, You don't think about that. You just greedily, you just close your eyes and just take as much as you can. And sometimes in some problems it works. In some problems it can be shown that the greedy algorithm, if you just close your eyes and just take as much as you can, it works. And in some other problems, well, it's not like that. In some other problems we can show that it does not work to act greedily. We should think more, we should strategize. And maybe we should not take as much as we can each time. And by the way, guys, there's something interesting that happened today in our live stream. Does anyone want to mention that? A good thing is happening right now. I think it's the first time that in our topic stream 100 people are watching. I mean, in CF contest discussions we had 200 people too. But in topic streams, maybe this time works better, because always for me it was early morning and for you guys in the evening. Maybe this time works better for you guys. But congrats to all of us. Nice. Okay, let's continue. So let's say that, let's talk more about what greedy algorithms are and how can we give an example of a greedy approach, a greedy algorithm. So assume that we are in a country that it has several type of coins. Okay, we have several type of coins. We have a coin that's worth only 1 rubles, let's say rubles. I could also use dollars, but let's say rubles. And we have a coin of 4 rubles and a coin of 5 rubles. And then I say that assume that I want to make some money. I have bought something and for example its cost is 10 rubles. And I want to pay this with the fewest number of coins. What is the best way to do this? What is the fewer number of coins that I can spend for this shopping to pay 10 rubles? Hi, Adarsh. Yeah, I can pay with 2 5 rubles. I can pay 2 5 rubles and I can pay for 10 rubles this way. So in general, assume that we have some number n. I have some number n. Assume that I'm given a number n. I want to give a strategy. So assume that I've shopped and the price is n rubles. The price is n rubles. And I want to spend the fewest number of coins such that I can buy something with n rubles. How can I solve this? What is the strategy that I can use to give the fewest number of coins so that I can pay for n rubles? If I want to, for example, think greedily, what is the first thing that comes to my mind? If I want to think greedily. And guys, thank you so much for these hearts. It means a lot. Thank you. Let me send the heart to you guys as well. While n greater than or equal to 5, n minus equal to 5, yeah, as much as we can try to pay with largest possible coin. That's a greedy approach. So that's what I'm saying. Without thinking any further, I just do as much as I can. I just take out as much as I can. I don't see the future, that maybe in future, maybe now I can take less, such that in the future it will be better for me. I don't think that's way. What I do is to just take out as much as I can. That's greedy algorithm. That's the greedy algorithm. So I say that, okay, as long as n is greater than or equal to 5, I will keep reducing 5 from it. And when n is less than or equal to 5, as much as I can reduce 4, I will keep reducing 4 from it. And then as much as I can reduce 1, I will reduce 1 from it. So I start from the biggest value of the coins and go backward, go to the ones with less values. Each time, as much as I can, I will take out that coin. I mean, I will pay with that coin as much as I can. So that's a greedy algorithm. That's exactly closing my eyes, don't thinking about the future, and just get as much as I can, being super greedy. Okay. Or assume that you want to, for example, let's give another example. Assume that you want to study, you want to do you want to solve so many Codeforces problems. A greedy approach is that in the first day, accept as many problems as you can. Even don't sleep and solve as many problems as you can in the first day. But the issue that might arise that maybe it's better if you work less in the first day, but that helps you to work more on the next days. For example, if you just spend the whole first day solving problems on Codeforces, the point is that maybe you will get sick because you haven't slept, and the point is that after a day you will feel super sick, you have to go to a hospital, and in the rest of the days you can't do anything. So the greedy algorithm does not work at all in this case. The greedy algorithm sucks in this case, because in the first day you will just keep doing as much as you can, but you're super greedy, and in the next days you will act worse. But maybe it's better if you act more reasonable in the first day, but that helps you to act better in the next days as well. That's another example that we can have. So the question is that does greedy algorithm work or not? Well, the point is that in some problems it works, in some problems it does not work. Okay, let me move a little bit. So, for example, let's take a look at this problem with coins. Do you think it works? Do you think it works, or do you think it does not work? What do you guys think? So do you think that in this example, does greedy algorithm work or does it not work? We have one vote for it does not work, one vote for it works. What if we have 2 loops, 4 loops, and 7 loops? I want to give 10. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to say. And assume that we always have coin of 1 loop so that each number can be made. Assume that 1 loop always exists so that we can pay for 1, 2. Every case is possible. Just it's a matter of how many coins to spend. Can't prove. I think it does not work. For example, building 8 loops doesn't work. So some cases won't work. Works. What's the problem? Yeah, the question is that if I do the greedy algorithm, I start with n loops, and each time I will take out as many coins as I can. So for example, as much as it is greater than or equal to 5, as long as it is greater than or equal to 5, take out 5, as long as it's greater than or equal to 5. And then as long as it was greater than or equal to 4, take out 4. And then as long as it's greater than or equal to 1, take out 1. So this is a greedy algorithm. I'm taking out as much as I can. Does that work or not? That was the problem. That was the question that I was asking. At least double of previous one, otherwise DP will be effective. I see. So we have different ideas. Some people say that it works, some people say it does not work. The guys who say that it does not work, the ones of you who say it does not work, can you give me an example that's okay, if I want to pay these many loops, it won't work? Give me an example. One of you gave me an example. So for me, number of coin selection, it will not work for 8. Okay, we can test that out. What do the rest of you think? 8. I can always pay, but the point is that I want to pay with the minimum number of coins. 8. Exactly. Exactly. That's correct. That's completely correct. Exactly. So assume that we want to pay for 8 loops in this example. If I'll be greedy and I don't strategize, I just be greedy and go forward as much as I can. First, I will put a coin with 5, with value 5, and then I will be left with 3. I should make another 3. And for 3, I cannot use 4 anymore. I should use other 3 ones. So this way, if I do greedily, I should pay with 1 coin of value 5 and 3 coins of value 1. But it was better if I was paying with 2 coins of value 4. Instead of that, I could be wiser, and instead of paying with 5, 1, 1, 1, I could pay with 4 and 4. And with 2 coins, I could make 8 instead of using 4 coins to make 8. So this is an example that the greedy algorithm does not work. It's not good to be very greedy in this problem and just take out as much as I can. It's better to think a little bit more and strategize. Maybe it's better if you start with less. Maybe it's better if you take out 4, but you will be left with 4 and the rest could be solved with only 1 coin. But if you start with 5, you have to use 3 other coins. So maybe it's better to take less, and that's gonna help you in future. Does it make sense? Send me an emoji if it makes sense. I usually say use the 100 emoji, but since you guys are being very kind today, you can use any emoji. I don't want to mess that up. If you want at least n coins, then greedy works. Right, exactly. If you want at least n coins, yes, the greedy would work, because after 5 I could pay 4 and it would be just more than 8, not 8 itself. Very funny emojis. Nice. It's nice that you guys are very creative. Any creative emoji will be appreciated. So any new emoji that we haven't seen before will be appreciated. How to identify a greedy problem? Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. How to see that if greedy works in a problem or it does not work. That's exactly what we want to talk about today. Nice. Is there anyone who believes that he or she hasn't understand it? By the way, speaking of he or she, what is your gender? I want to see that if we are in the path of increasing diversity or not. Because so far as I see, we're very not diversified. So we should think about that. We should do something about it to increase the diversity. Subman, why the hell so many bots? In the Telegram channel? Yeah, in the Telegram channel I see so many bots. And I keep deleting their messages, but I think they're in all the Telegram channels with more than some followers. Speaking of which, guys, you can join our Telegram group as well. I want to open my Telegram, but I'm not okay. My Telegram is not on a bad page. It's not in a private page, so it's on my channel. You can join my Telegram channel here. Right now we are 4,230 people there, and we also have a Telegram group as well, which is here. And right now 800 people are in the group, and we're talking right now. If you send a message there right now, it will be shown to everyone. And let me send you the link. Yeah, sure, I will send you the link. Let me bring it. This is the link to the Telegram channel if you want to join it, and the link to the video that I discussed. Again, if you guys haven't seen it, wait, let me the link has gone. I should refresh. This is the link to the video about how to go from newbie to expert. That video, I worked a lot on that video, and it's good that so many people are watching that. I feel that it's been helpful. So far in 2 days, I think more than 20,000 people have watched it. 22,000 people have watched it. That feels so good, because it means that it's actually helping. So, a girl here. Nice. Are you the girl? Or is anyone else? You know a girl here. I had commented in your last video with my CL handle, please. Yeah, I'm trying to answer all the comments. You know, if you look at it, I have answered almost all the comments. But some of them, for example, this one is from an hour ago. This one is from 7 hours ago. I will respond them as soon as possible too. So I think I've responded every comment that was before yesterday, and the comments on yesterday I responded most of them. So I am a girl, Meron or Meron, and where are you from? Please increase the diversity. Please be from a new country. Watch it half, will complete after stream. Nice. Thank you, practical helpline. Yeah, you can use any tools that are there that can help you. Which channel to follow for CF? What do you mean? Which YouTube channel is that? Damn, you've grown up. What do you mean? Have I changed? Have I changed in any? But I'm going to gym. Maybe you have sensed something. It's been a year that I wasn't going to gym professionally anymore. Back in Iran, I was going to gym with discipline 3 times a week. But in here, it messed up, but now I'm starting it again. And guys, if you like the video so far and it's not harming you in any ways, it's not bothering you, I would appreciate it if you come here and like the video. If you really like the video and doing this does not harm you in any way. So I would appreciate it if you can do that, and I think this way you can support my work. So in case you like the video and this seriously does not make any harm to you and it's not hard for you, please like the video. You look jacked, bro. Keep up. Nice. Love the content. Where are you from? I'm from India. If you have any paid course, I will like to join the CP course. I haven't any course yet, but I'm thinking of making one. But I haven't done that yet. Please don't spam, seriously. I mean, I'm reading all the comments basically, so there's no reason for sending it so many times. Hi Rupish, welcome. Yes, have you watched the video on how to get to experts? I definitely recommend that first. Watch that video first and watch the video about how to get out of newbie. I think we should continue now because we should get back on the track of talking about greedy. You're so wholesome, my guy. Are you a boy or are you a girl? Guys, we were talking about that. How many girls do we have in here? Anyone who's a girl, just say it in the chat. I want to see that's what, see, we have 104 people. Anyone who's not a girl, say that in here. So as far as I know, statistics say that most of the followers are men and most of them are from India. So if you are from any new country or you have any gender except male, just say that. Germany, new. I'm from the US, nice. New countries, Bhutan, nice. Vietnam. I'm answering all the comments. So if you have responded, if you have put the comments very recently, I will respond that soon. Because everything before yesterday, I've responded it so far. The rest I will respond as well. Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Tunisia. Hi, Mohammed. Thank you. You don't even read mine. What do you mean? You put a comment? Ethiopia, from Ukraine, but I live in US. Yeah, me too. Just instead of Ukraine, Iran. I'm from Iran, but I live in the US. Tunisia, Squid Games. You remind me of the good old Quora, Code Cup days, Shahriar Murabi. Nice. Yeah. I have Code Cup t-shirt still. I'm Russian. Hi, I said 2.0 technique, please. We can have another one. If your GF finds you are asking a girl, you will die. It's complicated with my GF. I know it's very, very, very complicated. So we are in a situation like, we're not sure if we wanna stay together or not. It's very personal. I'm starting to talk about very personal things. Maybe we should get back to talking about greedy algorithms. I'm just so open. You know, I just talk about everything. Yes, we can continue the topic, please, instead of talking about my relationship. It's okay to talk about your GF. How come you know about my GF? From the Instagram post or? Okay, so I know that some of you wants to learn greedy. I know that most of you guys want to continue talking about what we're talking right now, but I know that there are some, there are some people, I mean, out of 100, see, the audience raises when I talk about these things. When I start talking about greedy, people go. When I start talking about these things, people come. It's very rare. Are you guys here to learn greedy, or are you guys here for something else? Yes, I guess that you have watched the... Please don't spam. If you spam here, I have no choice but putting you in timeouts or hide you. So please don't spam. I told you, just watch these guideline videos first. This video and the videos on how to get out of newbie. Okay, sure. Next time I will talk about that. Okay. Maybe I can start have sessions in somewhere that we can have your mics on too, not only my mics, and not only being restricted to chats, but also you guys can speak too. That would be nice, I think. Okay, let's continue. If you have other topics, you will surely hit Q. I think you meant 100k subs in no time. Yeah, if I start talking about life, I guess so. I guess that has more audience than competitive programming. But my goal is to help some people to learn something, not making fun for people. Thank you, Abdul Rahman. Okay, so let's get back to the greedy algorithm, since there are at least 5 people here who wants to learn greedy algorithms. Okay, sure, I will talk slower. So as we saw here, in the coins problem, it was not the best approach to do the greedy algorithm. It was not the best approach to take out as many as we can. So the question is that when can we have greedy algorithm? When does it work? And when does it not work? So that's the thing that we should think about. How should we find out if we should use greedy algorithm or not? It does not work. So let's move on to a problem from Codeforces and discuss that problem and see what do we get here. The problem that I want to discuss is good string. I send the link here. 165C problem, good string. It says that we call a string good if its length is even and every character in odd position of this string is different from the next character. So every character in the odd position should be different than the next character. The first one should be different than the second, the third different to the fourth, and so on. The second and the third do not need to differ, but only first and second, third and fourth, fifth and sixth, and so on. For example, x, y, y, x is a good string because x and y are different. The first two are different, the next two are different too. And an empty string is considered good too. You are given a string S, you have to delete minimum number of characters from this string so that it becomes good. So we want to make the longest possible string such that it will be good. And it must have even length. You know, it says that a string is good if its length is even. So for a second, let's forget about the fact that, about the restriction that the length should be even. So we have this string and we want to delete some of the elements so that at the end we will end up with a good string. So at the end, A good string will be like this. This first two will be different, this second two will be different, the third two will be different, and so on. They will be different all with each other. So the question is, how can we make it the length maximum? For now, let's forget about the restriction that the length should be even. Assume that the length can be odd as well. Only the first two should be, maybe there can be some additional character at the end as well. We want to just maximize the length such that each element at an odd position is different than the next one. So what is the greedy algorithm that comes to your mind? If we want to think greedily, what can we do? And then we can discuss if does that work, or it's going to be like the coins problem and it does not work. So if I want to think greedily, I have a string, I want to choose as many characters that I can so that at the end I will end up with a good string. It means that every element, every character in an odd position should be different than its next character. So what should I do? Do you guys have any ideas? But what is the answer for coins problem? No, yes, for the coin problem is not greedy. We can discuss that how can that be solved too. After this, I can say that what is the correct solution of the coins problem. But in short, we should use DP in that one. Choose every odd character. No, if we choose every odd character, we might not end up with a good string because, for example, assume that our string is this, A, B, A, A. If you choose everything in odd character, the point is that in your new string, these two will be next to each other. So this will be in position 1, this will be in position 2, and they are the same. So it's not a good string anymore. Delete characters in even position until it's different to previous. I see, find the number of substrings which have only one distinct character for every odd index. Remove until they're not equal. I see. Yeah, I didn't change the string. I didn't change this. Sorry, this is the string. Why bad is a bad string? Because the length should be even at the end. The length of bad is odd. The length should be even. I'm here for greedy. You can only solve problems. There is no specific resources and concept to learn greedy. You can only learn from problem. Is it correct? Not necessarily. Yeah, of course, like every other topic, you should solve a lot of problems to comprehend it completely. But it's not just about. There are ways to learn it too. I mean, by listening, there are some techniques that you can hear about it. Yeah, so basically the idea that comes to my mind is to take out as many as we can. And each time, if adding this new character was possible, adding this new character was okay and it was not making this string bad, let's add it. Otherwise, just skip. So what do I mean? For example, consider a bigger example. I want to tell you about how I can apply greedy. For example, assume that my string is A, B, A, C, B, A, D, B, A, C, A, B. Very randomly generated. Let's add two other B's here too. So I start from the beginning. I start from the first A. Can I take it or not? I'm saying for now, just forget about the constraint that the length should be even. Because I'm adding characters one by one, I cannot keep it even each time. Each time it's increasing by 1, so I cannot keep it even. So forget about that, just only care about the constraint that every element at an odd position should not be equal with the next element, okay? So can I take out A or not? The first A. The first A can be taken out, yeah, because there's no constraints on it. I mean, there's nothing before it. So the first A can be taken out. Then the next A, can I take it or not? Can I take the next A out or not? It's simple, guys, right? I can't. Yes, exactly. I can't take the second one because it's gonna be the same with the previous one. So I cannot take it. What about the next one? The B. Can I take it or can I not take it if I act greedy? If I, the main point about greedy algorithms, it's like you don't see any future. You just plan for now. For now, you want the most that you can get. You're not like, okay, maybe I should take less, but it helps me that in future I will get more. You don't think that way. You just want the most you can right now. You have this greed that you want it right now, the best you can get. So this B, we can take it. It's okay, we can take this B. And we don't think about the future. We just want the most we can get right now. It's greedy, just like me. Yeah, so this B can be taken out. And I can choose it. What about this A? Can I choose it? Can I pick it or not? Can I pick this A? Yes, I can make it. What if it was a B? What if it was a B? Could I take it out if it was a B too? No, yes, no, nope, no, no, no. Guys, do not forget this. The elements in the alt positions should not be the same as the next ones, but even positions are okay if they are equal at the next one. So the second and the third one can be equal. The second and the third one can be equal. The first and the second cannot be, and the third and fourth cannot be. So yes, we can pick this B. There's no problem because this B won't be matched with the previous B. It will be matched with the next element. It will be the third elements that we pick. So we should just make sure that the next one is not going to be anymore. So if it's a B, still we can take it. What about the next C? Can I take it or can I not take it? Yes, we can take it, exactly. What about the next B? Let's make it a bit more challenging. Let's make more consecutive equal characters. It will be more fun that way. And let's change it to C or D to diversify a bit. Okay. So yes, we can choose this B too. So far this A and B were paired and they're not equal, so it's okay. This B and C. And now, can I take this A? Take it or leave it. Just say take or leave. Exactly, take. You can take it. The next A, take it or leave it. Exactly, the next one take as well. The next B, take it or leave it. Exactly. Well, the point is that we're just comfortable. We have no thinking. In greedy algorithm, we have no thinking. We just take as much as we can. We just, as much as they give us food, we will eat that. We don't think about future. Like, as much as we get food, we will eat that without thinking about anything. Just, you can assume that greedy algorithms are like this. As much as they put food in front of you, you will eat it. And you don't think about future, that it may be in future that will make your life worse. You don't think about the future. Just right now, everything that they give you, you will take it. Everything that you can take, you will take. That's how a greedy algorithm works. And sometimes it will give you the best possible answer, and sometimes it gives you a disaster. So again, this B, take it or leave it. The next B, exactly, take it. The next B, take it or leave it. Leave. Exactly. We should leave the next one because it's going to be the same as the previous one. The next D, take it or leave it. take the next D, take it or leave it. Take the next B. Again, take the next B. The next B also take, and the next B. But how to know which? I will answer your question just afterwards. Leave it. Exactly. The next B will be leave. Let me answer the question that you guys asked. But how to know which and when? For example, how to prove greedy is the best for this problem? I can see this, but just because it doesn't seem to have problem. Yes, that's exactly what we want to talk about. Greedy algorithms need proofs. You have to prove them. There's a term that sometimes some people use. They use the term proof by AC. So they implement the problem and submit it, and if it got accepted, it means that it's correct. That's called proof by AC. You just submit it and see if it works or not. If it didn't work, it means that it's wrong. If it works, it means that it's correct. But this is not what we're gonna do. We want to prove it. We want to show that it's correct. Okay. This is some method that maybe in the contests, sometime when there is no time, some people do this. Maybe they have no time to prove it. They just see that, they just test if it works or not. That maybe you have heard this term before. But in here, we're not going to do that. In here, we want to. And the correct thing is to prove it. Because if you don't prove it, maybe it's wrong and you implement it and you get wrong answer. And you don't know if you have a bug or maybe the solution is wrong. You don't know anything. So maybe so much of your time will be wasted on that problem. And maybe you will leave it although it was correct. Maybe you don't leave it although it was not correct. So it's better if you know that if what you're implementing is correct or not. Deleting character changes odd even values for future will... Yeah. It will. But no, I don't care. Each time, if I can take some element, I will take it. It's like they gave us food. I will eat it. I don't care about anything. I just eat the food that they give me right now. Okay, so yeah, we may waste time, but you know, it's most of the times it's worth it to try to find out if your solution is correct or not. So in here again, we have a solution. And we want to see if it works or not. You know, this is the greedy algorithm. And the point is that at the end, what is the length? The length is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. The length of my string is 13. At the end, in my greedy algorithm, because the length should be even, because this last one couldn't be matched with anything, I will delete the last one as well. So the answer will be the maximum length that we can achieve is 12, and the number of elements that I should delete will be the total size of my string minus 12. So at the end, because the last one couldn't be matched with anything, I will delete that one as well, so that I will end up with even length. So, but does it work or does it not work? Well, the point is that assume that the optimal answer is something else. Okay. Assume that the optimal answer is something. Sometimes we do it like this. Sometimes the proof is by contradiction. So we have another term which is more reasonable than proof by AC. That's proof by contradiction. We prove it by contradiction. What does proving by contradiction means? We say that, okay, assume that this is wrong. Assume that it does not work. Then we see that how does it look? What does it mean if it does not work? And we reach some contradiction. We show that that is not possible. So proof by contradiction means that we assume that this is not correct. We say, okay, it's not correct. Then what does it mean if it's not correct? It means that this happens and this happens and this happens, which is a contradiction. So that was right. That was correct. It's not possible that it's not correct. That's what we're going to do here. Prove it, but let's prove it by contradiction. Assume that in optimal, this is the greedy approach, that each time we take something or we do not take something, and we have also an optimal approach as well. In greedy approach, I know that the size, the number of elements that I can take till here is 1, here is still 1, here is going to be 2, we take the second one, we take the third one here, fourth one here, fifth one here, sixth one here, 7, 8, 9. In here it stays 9 because I don't take this, then 10, 11, 12, 13, and then again not 13. And at the end, because it's odd, I will subtract it by 1 to become 12. If if the optimal solution is something else, there must be some points in which the optimal solution has a greater value, either at the end of it, either here or somewhere sooner. Anyway, at some points, if the optimal solution takes more elements, so in another way, maybe I'm taking some element somewhere that the optimal solution does not take it, but that leads to the fact that at the end the optimal solution will take more compared to my greedy solution. So it means that at some point the optimal solution gives me a greater value. Let's consider that first place, that the optimal solution is giving me a greater value compared to the greedy solution. Let's consider that first position, that it gives me a better value. Now I also know that, there are basically two cases. Either in here, there are two cases. Either this is an odd index. So for example, previously it gives us k in here. The optimal solution gives us number k in here. And this is the first position that is greater than the greedy solution. So it gives k here. It means that it took this one, but the greedy algorithm did not take this one. So in here, the optimal solution has more elements compared the optimal solution in here has more elements compared to the greedy solution. So it means that in the previous step, it was k minus 1 in the optimal solution, but in the greedy solution, both in the previous step and in the correct step is k minus 1. So it means that they were equal previously. This one, the optimal took it, the greedy didn't take it, so now the optimal is more than the greedy. So that's how it would look like if we look at the first position, that the optimal takes more. But it's not possible. Why? Because there are two cases. Either k is an odd position. If k is in an odd position, greedy algorithm will always take it because there's no constraints on it. It does not need to be equal with anything. So if it is an odd position, if k is odd, it's not possible. Because if k is odd, definitely greedy algorithm will take that too. So it's not possible. This is a contradiction. If k is even, it means that this element was not equal to the previous one that the optimal algorithm has chosen, but it is equal to the previous one that the greedy algorithm has chosen. So greedy algorithm cannot take it, but the optimal algorithm can take it. So there are two different elements. The last one, the previous one, the greedy has take is this red one. The previous one that the optimal has take is this one. And definitely the red one is before the black one. Because if the black one was before the red one, that was a contradiction. If the black one was before the red one, because it's getting a bit complicated in here, because it's a complete theoretical proof. So focus on it to completely comprehend it. If the black one was before the red one, that's a contradiction, because it means that in this position also, optimal had more elements compared to the greedy algorithm. So this was not the first position that optimal is more than greedy. So if the black one is before the red one, it means that optimal was greater than, optimal has taken its k minus 1th elements sooner than the greedy. So greedy was at most k minus 2 here, but optimal became k minus 1 here. So this is a contradiction, because this is not the first position that optimal is greater than greedy. The other case is that first greedy takes its previous elements and then optimal. But the point is that in this case, these two elements are not equal. Therefore, when greedy comes here, The greedy algorithm will also take 1 too. Why? Because these two are not equal and there's no problem in taking that. So the greedy algorithm would take it. Why did it not take it? So we have some index that we know that the greedy algorithm hasn't taken it, but it should have taken it. It should have taken it. This is a contradiction. Therefore, the even case also gives us a contradiction. And both of the cases are not possible, that the optimal gives us a better answer than the greedy algorithms. So the greedy algorithm always works best. I know that it was complicated, so it's completely okay if you haven't understood it. It's completely okay. So let me just see that what is your situation. Did you understand it or did you not? If you understood it, put a plus or use this emoji. If you didn't, put a minus or tell me that which part wasn't clear. I will definitely repeat it because I know it was hard. So if you didn't understand it, put a minus. If you did understand it, put a plus. And I want to know that what is your state. I just want to know that what is your state. Why test cases don't include such big example? I don't know. They're not good test cases. That would make them easier if you want the parity of the result as I. Yeah. The point is that, the first one, the change is 1. That was not, but I barely comprehended it. Yes. Okay, I definitely recap it. That's completely okay, guys. That's completely okay. Because this was not an easy solution. It had a lot of complexity. Let's assume this, and this is gonna be great. Yeah, the odd case, did you guys understand the odd case? Let me repeat the odd case first to make sure that everyone understood the odd case. So what did I say? I said that let's consider that this is my string. At each point I say that so far how many elements the odd one has picked, the greedy one has picked, the greedy solution has picked, how many elements the optimal solution has picked. And if at the end the optimal solution is giving me a better answer than greedy, it means that there's some first position that is giving a greater number. So I'm proving by contradiction. The contradiction says that there is a better answer. There's a better answer compared to greedy algorithm, compared to the greedy algorithm. So this is what the contradiction says. Sorry guys, I was wrestling with my pen. Assume that this is happening. I want to show that this does not happen. So from this, I want to reach a contradiction. I want to show that. Let me remove this for now. I want to show that this does not happen. This won't happen. So I will try to reach a contradiction. I say, okay, let's assume that this happens. Then this and this and this happen, which is impossible. So it's impossible that this happens. Okay. So this is proving by contradiction. So I say that, assume that this is happening, and then I show that if that happens, then these things are gonna happen too. But these are impossible based on what I'm doing. So this does not work. So by contradiction, it indeed proves that the greedy algorithm was optimal. So let's assume that there is a solution better than the greedy algorithm. What does it mean? It means that we have a greedy solution and we have an optimal solution. And the optimal solution gives me a better answer compared to the greedy algorithm. So at the end, the optimal solution is giving me a greater number, has picked greater number of elements. That's the only way that it's giving me a better answer. It has picked it has taken greater number of elements compared to the greedy. I'm saying that for every index, for every prefix of the string, let's see that how many elements did the optimal case take from that prefix, how many elements did the greedy algorithm take from that prefix. And consider the first position that optimal has a greater value. For example, in here, optimal has taken x in this prefix. I mean, when you add these elements, optimal will take x elements, but the greedy algorithm will only take x minus 1 elements. Okay, there should be some such index. And it means that previously they were equal, but in here the optimal has chosen this, but the greedy has not chosen it. So previously they were x minus 1 and x minus 1. Now they become x minus 1 and x. This is the situation that we have. There are some states that the optimal will take that one, the greedy does not take that one, and that is the first place. That's for the first time there, the optimal solution is greater than greedy. For the first time there, the optimal has just taken over the greedy algorithm. For example, as long as there are two cars racing, there's some position that optimal will just move faster than the greedy and will go ahead of the greedy. I'm taking that, just consider the first state. These are these two cars. Let me become Picasso and draw something. These are two cars. I was good at driving cars when I was a kid, but now it's been a while that I haven't done that. So this is a car, the first car, and this is, for example, the greedy algorithm. They are in race. This is the greedy algorithm, and there's also an optimal algorithm. I'm saying that if the optimal algorithm wins, there's some first position that it goes ahead of the greedy algorithm. So there's some first position that in which the optimal algorithm will go. I'm trying to write another car draw another car in another way. There's some first position that the optimal solution will go ahead of the greedy solution. If optimal is gonna win at the end, there's some point that the optimal, there's some points that the optimal will go ahead of the greedy algorithm. I'm saying that let's consider that point. It means that in that point, the optimal is taking that one, the greedy is not taking that one. So the optimal becomes x, the greedy remains as x minus 1. And this is the first time. For the first time in here, optimal goes ahead of greedy. Is it clear so far? If you want to choose two elements, if it is clear, please use this emoji or put a plus. If it is not, put a minus. If you want to choose two elements from a block of same characters, rather than yes, I agree. It's like from each block we take at most 2. If it was at most 1, it was easier. Please don't send the same message so many times. What's the difference between brute force and greedy? I will tell you. In brute force, you will check everything possible. In brute force, you will check everything possible. In greedy algorithm, you will just take as much as you can each time. So you have some idea. Speaking of brute force, yesterday was the birthday of one of my friends. If you guys are following me on Instagram, you are aware of that already. And there was a game pantomime. We were playing pantomime, and there was a guy who was, every time he was playing, he was just doing this. And he was not acting anything, he was just doing this. And we had to keep guessing it. That was brute force, exactly. We had to guess everything in the word until we guessed the correct thing. He was just doing nothing, just doing this. Speaking of brute force is that you check everything possible. In greedy, no, we're not checking everything possible. For example, brute force in here was that check all the possible algorithms, see which one is the best. But in here we are giving an algorithm, and we want to show that it's correct. Yeah, I will repeat the idea. I'm saying that if the optimal solution is better than the greedy solution, it means that there's some point, it's like there are two cars in a race, there's some point that the optimal solution is gonna go ahead of the greedy solution. That's some first position that it happens. I know that at the end, but I assume that this optimal solution is better than greedy. By that assumption, there should be some place that optimal is gonna go ahead of greedy. Okay, that's the point. Is it clear completely? Please, all of you respond me so that I make sure that you guys are okay with it so far. Complete. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so let's consider that first position. That's for the first time in this race, optimal is gonna go ahead of greedy for the first time. Yes, we judge who will end, who has won at the end. But I'm saying that if optimal has won at the end, there should be some place that for the first time is ahead. I know that at some points, and I know that at the end, optimal is ahead of greedy. So there should be some point that for the first time it acts better than greedy. Let's consider the first place that this happens. Okay. First of all, I say that x cannot be odd. So first of all, I assume that x is odd and I reach a contradiction. If x is odd, it means that there's no constraints on x. It should not be equal to anything before it. So it's impossible that the greedy does not take that as well. So this case is not possible. It's not possible that we are in an odd position, the greedy one has not chosen it and the optimal has chosen it. It's not possible. The greedy always chooses in an odd position, because in an odd position you can take everything. You have no constraints. So if it's odd, it's not possible. The x definitely must be even. Do you guys agree with this? Again, so far, if you guys agree with this, put a plus. Otherwise, put a minus. Or use this emoji. Or if you agree so much, click this like button. How many likes do we have so far? Let me refresh. I'm sure it's not 27 anymore. 134. Thank you guys. It's good. Thank you so much. Okay. So yes, it's how we compare the greedy algorithm and the optimal algorithm. If the first position, that the optimal is better than the greedy, if it's odd, it's not possible. Nice. So the odd case is simple. Not even case. Even case is a bit more complicated. Now x, we know that x is even. So it means that the x minus 1 element in the greedy algorithm and in the optimal algorithm were different. Because for one of them, this one could be matched with that. For the optimal, it could be with the last one that optimal chose. For the other one, it cannot be matched with the last one that greedy has chosen. First of all, I say that the last one that the greedy has chosen is before the last one that the optimal has chosen. Why? Assume that it's not like that. So there are two cases. I know that there are different. If first optimal chooses the previous element and then greedy chooses, then in here, the optimal has chosen its x minus 1 element, but the greedy is at most x minus 2 here, because it has not chosen its x minus 1 yet. This is a contradiction. Why? Because I assume that this place is the first position that optimal works better than greedy. I assume that this position is the first position that the optimal is better than greedy. So it's not possible that the previous elements, optimal has chosen it sooner than the greedy. That's not possible. Okay, so it's not possible that the previous one, optimal has chosen it before the greedy. Definitely, these two are different because optimal can be matched, but greedy cannot be matched. Greedy has ignored it because it cannot match it. So the previous ones are different. First of all, I say that it's not possible that the optimal chooses first and then greedy chooses first. It means that these two cars, the optimal has gone forward, has gone ahead of greedy sooner, which is a contradiction. I assume that this is the first one. So this is just like, this does not happen for sure, because I assume that this one is the first time that this is happening. Is this part clear as well? Is it clear that why this is also a contradiction? The contradiction is with that assumption. I said, let's choose the first position. You cannot say that before it happened as well. I'm saying that let's choose the first position, man. Okay. So you're saying if it happens at a further place, then it cannot happen at a... No. I'm saying that if I consider the first position that it's happening, it's not possible that it has happened before that. Because I'm saying that this is the first position. I'm not joking. It's the first position. Why are you saying that previously it was ahead of that? I'm saying that this is the first position, right? I would say that we prone the search with the greedy in this problem, Got it? I get it now. If x is even, then x minus 1 is odd. Exactly. If x is even, x minus 1 is odd, so a minus x minus 1 must be different from ax. Yeah, almost like that. So is this part clear? If it's clear, put a plus, otherwise put a minus. Also, you can use this emoji. Or if you completely agree, as I said, you can place like, or you can subscribe to the channel. I don't have this button, I think, because it's myself. I cannot subscribe to myself, I guess. But you can subscribe. Is the x and 4 dots your symbol for proof? Yes. The x and 4 dots, this is the sign for contradiction. Let me show it to you in here as well. Contradiction sign. This is contradiction sign. This is a sign for contradiction. This is a mathematical sign for contradiction. This is better. Okay, so far we're good. So this does not happen too. So we are only left with one case. X is even and the previous one, the greedy has chosen it before the optimal. Because they cannot be in the same position as well. Because optimal can be matched but greedy does not match. So because now optimal can be matched and greedy cannot be matched, these two are not equal. They are two different characters. And we know that greedy took x minus 1 here. And this one is different than that one. But how greedy is still x minus 1? Greedy should have taken this one too. Because this is different. I mean, optimal took x minus 1 after greedy took x minus 1. In the position that greedy took x minus 1, the optimal took x minus 1, greedy could take x2 because there was no issue with that. These two are different, definitely. Otherwise, it's not possible that optimal can be matched, but greedy cannot be matched. Okay, so for this last case, we said that these two are not equal. So how come greedy took this one, but didn't take this one? Is that possible? No, it's not. Because they're different and greedy could take this one too. So what I can say is that greedy will take this one as well. That's a contradiction that it hasn't. Therefore, this is not possible too. So the even case, again in the even case, I consider two cases. I said that, okay, in the even case, let's keep it as it is. In the even case, either the optimal chooses first, the x minus 1, for the x minus 1. I consider two cases for x minus 1. Either opt has chosen first. This is a contradiction. Why? Because if opt chooses first, then that is the first position that optimal is ahead of greedy. If greedy chooses first, I'm shorting GR, I'm writing short. If greedy chooses first, the point is that why at the time that optimal has chosen it, greedy hasn't chose that element. Because these two are different. Greedy could choose that one too. So this is also a contradiction. So all the cases that, I mean at the end it's one of these three cases. Either it's odd or it's even. And again in even I have two cases. And it's even and optimal is first, or it's even and odd is first. I had three cases and I showed that it's definitely in one of these three cases. If it's odd, it's this. If it's even, it's one of these two. All the cases are impossible. So it's impossible. So from this, I reach to a state that I say that if this happened, one of these things are going to happen and none of them are going to happen. So this cannot happen. There cannot be a better solution than the greedy solution. So how to prove greedy? Usually proving by contradiction works well. And maybe at the first glance, when you see this proof, you may be like, oh my god, that's so hard to prove. I cannot prove something like this. But it's not like that. It's how it looks for the first time. As you go forward, I recommend you to repeat watching these parts again after the stream. Repeat watching this part to make sure that you comprehend it. Once you comprehend it, you see that it's not that hard. You can easily think about it and prove it. I just proved it just before the stream. Just before the stream, I was getting ready for the stream and I just proved it to say it to you. It's not hard. And as you solve more and more problems, it's going to be easier for you because the same patterns are going to be repeated and you get some clue of how you should prove something. So as you keep repeating solving problems, solving so many greedy problems, these patterns will repeat and it's going to be easier for you to prove things. Is it clear now? It's a wonderful explanation. Thank you, Prahat. Beautiful proof. Yes, it was a beautiful proof. Let's see if I had any other comments. How to know if we need to use greedy or DP or anything else? Almost every similar question, I think it can be done by greedy. Greedy, as I said, means that we don't have any complex thinking. We just take as much as we can. As long as they give us food, we will eat that. That's all. So we don't think anything. We do very simply, very predictably, we will act. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not work. For example, in the coin problem, we gave an example that shows that it does not work. In this problem, we proved that it works. So if you have a problem and you have a greedy solution that you can show that it works, then you can use that. Otherwise, you need to use another idea. Otherwise, maybe you can think of finding a counter example, like in the case of coins. Usually, you can either prove it or finding a counter example. In the case that people cannot do any of those, sometimes some people do prove by AC. You have a better quality and greater knowledge and understanding than most I have seen. The only thing that will make you unstoppable is a little refinement. What? It is a little refinement. Okay, yeah, sure. Tell me about it. How can I make some refinements? For example, in the last video, I got some suggestion of changing my microphone. Maybe that's, I mean, if you have any suggestion or refinement, let me know, either in here or in Telegram channel or in Telegram group. You are more than welcome to join any of them. So let me again send the link to the YouTube channel, to the Telegram channel. This is the link to the Telegram channel. And again, I recommend to you to watch these guideline videos for sure. I send you the link to the playlist that you can see all of them. Let me also pin this because I see that I keep seeing the repeated questions that I have answered there. So I think that it's very helpful for you guys if you watch that. Most of your questions will be answered, and I've talked about that before. How to improve math skills? We can have math topic streams if you want in future. I also have had number theory topic stream before. You can also watch all the topic streams in here, in this playlist. All the topic streams are in here. For example, we have graph, number theory, dynamic programming, problem solving of these topics. I strongly recommend you make sure to watch all of them completely and also solve the problems. I mean, accept the problems I solved. If you just come with me, as I talk about the topics, you come with me and learn them. If you need to repeat some part, just watch that again. That's okay. I did it first time as well. In the first time, I also needed my teacher to repeat some parts so that I understand them completely. That's okay. So you may need to rewatch some parts to completely learn it. That's completely okay. And I urge you to do this. Sometimes you have questions. You want something to be repeated. Sometimes when you see something for the second time, then you realize that you really didn't understand it the first time. As at this depth that you're now understanding it. So I completely even urge you to watch it for the second time if you didn't understand some parts. And make sure to accept the problems as well. Accept the problems that I discussed as well. If you come with me, then for sure you will learn all these topics well. And you will completely be okay with all these topics. And also about the guidance, I've told you that what else you should do and how else you should do training. Yeah, I agree. It's most consistent among all the CP YouTubers. Thank you. So, sir, how do you think of how to prove? Yeah, it's like fighting in the dark. Yeah, I told you, most of the times in the greedy algorithms, proving by contradiction is a good thing to do. You are Maradona? Thank you. Thank you very much. Follow-up question regarding the brute force. This is a greedy. This area is also considered brute force, right? Because we check every character if it meets the restriction. No, it's not brute force. I mean, checking out. We are just iterating over the characters. It's not considered as brute force. Brute force means that we will try so many things. We will try all the cases. Having a for on the characters is not considered as brute force. We're not brute forcing on the characters. We're just iterating over characters. So it's not known as brute force. I will logic most of the time, but not able to code. How can I fix? This is again another question that I've answered. You can just see these guideline videos. I've answered this question. Also in the comments, I've answered it so many times as well. Production looks lit. Thank you. Do you have a Telegram group chat? Yeah, I have a Telegram group chat too. I sent you the link to the channel, and in the channel I will put the link of the group as well. They are complement of each other. There's a channel and the group. If you want to further discussion, you can join the group as well, and you talk with others that are learning competitive programming like yourself. This is a deleted message. Most of programming is applied mathematics, script mathematics. Looking forward to start again. Last year I started CP and I won 900 after 5 to 6 contests, but then I got distracted. I was looking at all the cool algorithms and didn't clear the basic and I gave up. Now I'm looking forward to start again. Nice. That's great if I'm helping you to understand. Nice watch. Thank you. Should we try to think in iterative manner right from start? Not necessarily. I mean, you cannot tell on how to think. That's something that you will get yourself with experience. It's not something that I can tell you that, yeah, things like, I can do that a little bit. Like for example, yeah, in greedy algorithms, usually proving by contradiction works best, but it has the best effect if you solve so many problems yourself. Then in your mind, you will completely know that what to do when you see that problems again. If I tell you that most of the times proving by contradiction works, it's not that helpful. Then you solve so many problems and see how you are solving them. You know, that's why solving so many problems works a lot better. Stack Q please, yeah, sure, for the next time. And about asking that if I teach or not, if you look for personal competitive programming training, you can just fill out this form here. I created a website that you can fill out the form if in case you want personal tutoring. But also you can use this stream that I have in here. I might be doing something when practicing DP. I highly recommend for DP. I also highly recommend watching the topic streams. Can you do live for DP digit or make a video? Yes, I can. I will put that in the polls. Are we going more today or are we done? No, we're having more. We're having more. USD EST time zone, it is 12:35 p.m. So morning low. Yeah, it's just noon. It's 12:37 right now. When you send the message, it was 35. Can you code this problem, please? I can code it, but I think it would be more beneficial if I talk to you about the next thing too, than coding it. Okay, sure. So let's talk about the next thing too. There are still some things that we have to discuss. Okay, please do a math topic stream, please, where all Chinese or Asian guys are great. Okay, sure. I will definitely put that in words. Okay, let's talk about the next thing. First, about the coins problem. You guys asked that how is the best solution in that one. In that one, the best solution is DP. In here, I again urge you to watch the dynamic programming topic streams. topic stream. If you have watched it, it's very simple for you. dp of I is going to be the answer for I, and dp of I in here, for example, in this case, will be minimum of dp of I minus 1, dp of I minus 4, dp of I minus 5, plus 1. So either the last one was 1, worth 1, or 4, or 5. So we consider all the cases. This way, by doing dp, we can simply calculate it. Now let's talk about another problem that is called, that's a version of the knapsack problem that you have seen, so many of you have seen it before. It has so many versions, and you guys know that's what is the real solution for that. I'm gonna tell you this now. Assume that we have a knapsack, and there are several items, and each item has some weights. Okay, so this knapsack can have some weights. I show it with capital W, and there are n items. I show it with capital N. Item number I has weights Wi. I want to put as much weight in my knapsack as possible. And for each item, I should either put it in my knapsack or not putting it. I cannot partially put it. I cannot cut them. Okay. Each of them, it's not fractional. No, it's not fractional. Each of them will be completely in my knapsack or they won't be in my knapsack. I cannot say that, okay, let's put part of it in my knapsack. So that's all this. I can put each one of them in my knapsack or not putting it in my knapsack. Yeah, it's either 0 or 1. Put it or not putting it. And I want to put the maximum possible weight in my knapsack. The question is, what is the maximum possible weights that I can put in my knapsack? What is the greedy solution here? If I want to give a greedy solution, what will I do? Let's again think greedily a little bit. I'm good at math and I'm white, but I get the joke. Are you white? Where are you from? NG cool. Take from the largest. Pick the largest. Choose one with max weight. Exactly. Exactly. Ukraine. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. I can move on starting from the one with the most possible weights. And if I can put it in my knapsack, I will put it. If I can't, I remove it. I won't put it. So this is the greedy algorithm. Without thinking about the future, we just do as much as we can right now. As much as we can, we will put it in our knapsack. And we don't care about anything else. We just put it in our knapsack. So does this algorithm work? Does it give us the best optimal answer or not? What do you guys think? Weight to price? No, there's no price. There's no price. It's just weights. We have just weight and we want to put the best weights. Reply, man. Did you ask something? Are you asking me to reply or someone else to reply? I don't see a message from you. No, hey, yes, works. W equal to 8. How come you give W equal to 8? We don't have any numbers here. What is the weight of the items? The highest rated Indian CF guy is from my uni. Who? Is it denominator 69 or dominator 69? I forgot. There could be better combinations, max weights. What do you think about Donald Trump? Got that Slavic buff, you should try chess too. If we sort the items in the same order, it should work, I think. So some of you believe that it works, some of you believe that it does not work. Dominator 69, not denominator. Okay. So if you believe that it does not work, if it does not work, can you give me an example? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I try to reply everyone. Yes, I was not sure if it's dominator or denominator. Weight equal to 10, weights equal to 3, 5, 5, 6 also. Yes, that works. Also n equal to 8, weights equal to 5, 4, 4 won't work. Exactly. So if I assume that both of your examples are good, so you guys gave me 2 examples. One of them, W, was 10, and the weights were 3, 5, 5, 6. In this example, if you start greedily, you will go from the end, you will put 6 in your knapsack first, and then you cannot take 5, and then you cannot pick 5 again, and then 3, so you're gonna get 9. But you could, instead of 6, put 5 and put the other 5 and get 10 instead, so it wouldn't work. Also, the other example that you said, the other counter example that you said, W is 8, the weights are 5, 4, 4. In this case, also, you first put 5, and then you cannot put the 4s, but you could, instead of that 5, put 2 4s there. Also, 11, 8, 6, 4. Exactly. 11, 8, 6, 4 works as well, because you take 8 and you cannot take anything else, but you could take 6 and 4. Exactly. Yes, definitely. For the guidance, I strongly recommend you make sure that you have watched all these guideline videos. Make sure that all these guideline videos you watch this, because most of the questions that you guys ask, I've answered them here. And if there was any other question that you haven't asked, you can comment there, and I will read that, because I'm responding all the comments basically. I'm responding all the comments. So anything that you write there that you want me to create a video about or anything, I will read there, and you can ask me questions and I will cover that in the next video. Why you're not participating in CF contests? I really cannot find time. I'm doing, my schedule is crazy right now. I'm doing a lot of things. So I have 4 research projects. It was 5. We submitted one of our papers. Now it's 4 research projects. And I have 2 courses in the university. I'm a TA here. I'm a teacher assistant. I have to grade so many papers, answer people questions. I have this YouTube channel. I'm coding, working, doing some software development coding with a friend in a startup, and that's also something I love. So it's a crazy schedule. It's so hard. We're not participating. Okay, I answered that. So no, since we cannot take fractional weights, you can reach LGM. Yeah, but it takes so much time, and the point is, with that time, I should sacrifice a lot to put that time. And that's, if you're young, do your best to get the best in CP. After that, there are a lot that you should do. So it gets harder to find time, because you have to work, you have to do a lot of things, you have to do so many projects. Algorithms, theoretical computer science. We're going off topic, but if you want, you can see my Google Scholar. Oh my god, we got a new citation. We have 13 citations for this paper now. It was 12. Yeah, this is my Google Scholar anyway. These are the papers that we have so far. Okay. So, you can be tourist. Beating tourists is super hard. I feel like no one can beat tourists. What do you mean by young? I mean, if you don't have so much responsibility yet, you don't have to provide so many things for so many people do not expect you to do so many things for them. Things like that. Okay, so we saw that this greedy algorithm didn't work well, right? So what is the best algorithm here? Why do you look like Indian? Do I look like Indian? Seriously? I didn't know that. So, what do you think I look like? How do you think I look? Last time we asked ChatGPT about it. Let me see if ChatGPT trolls me again. Sorry that I get distracted by your messages. You look Middle Eastern. Yeah, I also think so. I also think I look Middle Eastern. I will ask ChatGPT afterwards. Afghan or MENA? I don't know where MENA is. Lebanese. Not a bad guess. But no, not that. I see. Do you have GF, generative function? Middle East, but closer to Europe. Indians have darker skin color than Cheyenne, and also curly hair. Can you imagine you wearing a... Okay, yes, sure. Yes, sure. Yes. Okay, so let's continue. Yes, obviously. Obviously. Are your parents from India? Because Cheyenne is a Bengali name. No, Cheyenne is a Persian name. I don't know, maybe in Bengali you guys have this name as well, but it's very famous in Iran. And it means worthy, I guess. Worthy or competent. Let me show it to you guys. Let me put name Cheyenne. Google Translate Cheyenne. Worthy, considerable, yeah, gigantesque. Yeah, it's a Persian name. I think if I use detect language, it also detects Persian. So, but it's fun if in Bengali language you guys also have this name. That's interesting. How much do you earn in a month? I don't know, honestly. There are a lot of questions that their answers are complicated. I don't earn a fixed amount of money because you know that's not how you work in a startup. It completely depends. Maybe all your work is for nothing. Maybe all your work is for so many things. So maybe I'm gonna be a millionaire soon. Maybe I'm gonna be broke soon. Maybe that's how it works. I want to be a tourist. Any roadmap? Yeah, sure. I can create a video about how to be a tourist. It's just I haven't done that myself, but okay, nice, girl. No, I don't think so. Okay, so let's continue. So what is the correct solution in here? What is the correct solution that we can have in this example? In this knapsack problem, if I want to put the most possible weight, exactly. Come make a platform with us and we can make an edtech unicorn. Yeah, if you want, we can do that. Together, we can create something big. Yeah, exactly. DP can work well. DP can be. I can have a 4 on all the DP of, for example, let's say S means that if I put weight, can I put weight S or not? At the end, I should find out the greatest S such that its DP is true. Okay, so DP is a Boolean. I should find the greatest DP that is true at the end. So what do? I have a 4 starting from the beginning. 4I from 0 to n minus 1. I'm using zero-based indexing. And then I have a 4J from 0 to W. And I say that it's better if I do it in order to not defining another array. Have a 4 from W to 0. And I say that if, I can even skip if as well. I can have a 4. This is the best way. This is the shortest way to write it. I can have a 4J from W, big W, to W of I. And I can say that DP of I or equal to DP of I minus DP of J or equal to DP of J minus W of I. So it means that if previously I could make J minus W of I, now I can add this W of I and make it J. So this is the way that we can get the best possible answer. And at the end, we see the biggest S such that SDP is true at the end. So this is how our DP will work. But there's also something that we can talk about the greedy algorithm. We know that the greedy algorithm does not give us the optimal solution. But let's see that how bad is going to be. How bad is it going to be? Let's see that how bad this greedy algorithm is going to be. Bro, how do you get so much time? Is it money or dedication? It's just I'm passionate, maybe. I'm passionate and hardworking. I don't know. So, you know, if I spend the day and I'm like, I haven't worked enough, I haven't done enough things, and today I have not something, and I have not made something that yesterday I didn't have, I will feel guilty and I won't feel good that day. So maybe that's this. I will feel bad. Even if I'm having everything in the world, still I get anxious. I get, you know, stressed if I feel that today has passed and I've done nothing helpful, nothing that is positive, you know. That's it probably. So anyway, let's see that how bad this greedy algorithm is. Can we show that it is at least good by some extent? Typing speed does not matter much because thinking speed is much slower than typing speed. So your bottleneck is not typing speed. Typing speed does not change much things. Okay, so at worst, we can have 2p of error, so the worst possible answer is half of the best one. Hey John, I have a doubt about the problem recent rounds. Did I stream it or not? I remember that there was a round that I couldn't stream recently. And guys, do you guys participate in Lead Code contest tonight? I mean by tonight, I mean your tomorrow morning. Sorry, my tonight. If you want and you're participating, maybe I can stream that. If you guys are participating. So if you're participating, let me know here. If you want and you're participating in the Lead Code contest, I can stream it for you. I will, yes, please stream. If we had time, maybe. But since there's not much time left, and the stream was scheduled for 2 hours, and so far it's been 1 or 2 minutes. Probably we can't do that, but maybe in the next stream we can do that. Maybe, if we get time. Are there unlimited amounts of stuff of each weight? No, they're not. Please stream Lead Code contest. Where your content is much better than many CP paid courses out there. Don't stop these streams. Awesome. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. So if it is really helping you so much and you want to support my work and it doesn't harm you, for sure, you can press this like button or subscribe to the channel. I think that would be super helpful. Let's see that how many likes you have so far. 159. Good. Please bring a CP course. I will try to make a CP course. I don't know, I can do that. And to be honest, it can make up for some of the costs that I had for this as well. I paid so much till now. I put so much time and paid so much. Even for the last video, I paid $50 to the editor. And it's worth it. But if I can somehow make up at least partially, it would be very helpful for me. But I'm not sure about it yet. Because I'm not sure even if I had time enough for that. Because these contents that I'm having right now have more priority for me right now. These topic streams. But having a structured course that I record everything with high quality and I categorize them, everything, it takes so much time. But if I know that so many people are going to use it and it's going to be a successful project, I can do that. We can use bit sets for this problem. Will it be free? My topic streams, yeah, for always, forever, my topic streams are going to be free. But probably I can make a paid course as well. I'm not sure. Last time that I talked about it, most of the people looked forward to that in the last stream, but it really depends. Probably I will do this. It really depends. So, okay. So let's see that's how many, what is the, how does the greedy approach work? Well, the greedy approach, if you take a look at it, let's consider the place that we stop. Let's say that this is greedy algorithm. We have sorted everything and we start from the heaviest one and go to the lightest one. We start from the heaviest one and go to the lightest one. Well, what does happen? Each time, if we can take out something, we will take it out. Otherwise, we can. Let's consider let's consider the first weight that we put in our knapsack. And then after that, consider the first other weights that we are not putting it in our knapsack. So this is the first weight that we put in our knapsack. And then this is the first item that we are not putting it in our knapsack. Okay. So what can we say about it? It means that, let's say that our current weight is S, the weight that we put in our knapsack, and the capacity was W, and the weight of this one was Wi. Well, I know some things. First of all, S plus Wi is definitely greater than W. Otherwise, I could put this one inside my knapsack, but I haven't. So S plus Wi is greater than W. On the other hand, S is greater than or equal to Wi, because before Wi I have put something else inside my knapsack before Wi. So S is greater than or equal to Wi. So if I take a look at the answer that the greedy is giving me, which is S plus Wi is greater than W, and S is greater than or equal to Wi. Do you guys agree with this so far? If you agree with this, put a plus or use this emoji. If you don't, put a minus or say that you don't. Anyone watching from Singapore? Manas, you're from India, though. Why are you asking about Singapore? Are you in Singapore right now? Something like personal training. For the personal training, as I told you, you can fill out this form. If you are looking for personal competitive program training, you can go here. Cheyenne just came to Singapore. I came. Oh, yes, Cheyenne. Kama just came to Singapore. Nice. Now I get it. Salam. Nice. Singapore is a very beautiful country. I've been there when I was 7 years old. When I was 7 years old, I was in Singapore. And it was so clean. And just let me tell you something. I think that chewing gum is against the rules in Singapore. It's forbidden. You cannot chew gum in Singapore. Is it right, Manas? I think chewing gum is forbidden because no, in everywhere, I guess. Yes, chewing gum is banned because it makes the city dirty, and also there was a bad incident before because of a gum. I think from 1991, chewing gum in Singapore is forbidden, and they have a very clean country, very clean, very beautiful, but it's very bad rules. And it's expensive, yeah. You're too handsome, man. Thank you, Allah. I wish you were a girl, but I know that you're not. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Salam. Alaikum salam. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at it. Let's stick with hi, I guess. Yes, everywhere. Yeah. It's very weird. Bro, that $100 is too much for us for 1 hour. We can pay. I know. Yes, definitely, and that's why I have these topic streams here. I know that. I know that the price that is in the US is way different, even from the prices that are in Iran. US is completely different. US and Europe. So I know that. I completely see that's what you're talking about. No, Iran is not cleaner than Singapore. I've heard that this one is so beautiful, though. Okay, so let's continue. So do you guys agree with that so far, that S plus WI is greater than or equal to W and S is greater than or equal to W? What does it show? What does these two show? The fact that S plus WI is greater than W and S is greater than or equal to WI. Well, it shows that S plus WI is greater than or equal to 2S. Sorry, less than or equal to 2S. Because WI is less than or equal to S. And at the same time, this is greater than W. So 2S is greater than W. So in other words, we will fill at least half of the knapsack. What does it mean? It means that the answer that we make is at least half of the correct answer. In algorithms, basically in mathematics, we call this a two approximation. It's called a two approximation. This is about approximation algorithms. If you want, maybe someday we can talk about approximation algorithms as well. But they're not very common in competitive programming. So maybe it's going to be a bit off topic from competitive programming. But approximations are also funny. So the point is that in this example, if we do the greedy algorithm, it won't give us the best possible answer. But each time, if we put whatever we can inside our knapsack, and if we couldn't, just ignore it. Even if we don't sort them, even if we don't sort them, and if we just go forward, everything that we could put it, we just put it there. It can be shown that it will give you a 2 approx at the end. Compared to the optimal answer, it gives you at least a 2 approx. Okay, so that is something that also is interesting about it. That sometimes greedy algorithms do not give you the correct answer, the most optimal answer, but they give you something that they give you something that you can show that it is at least this much good. Okay, for example, it's a 2 approximation. It's half of the correct answer at least. Okay. So let's see if you have some messages, suggest some free sources. I'm keeping suggesting you to make sure to watch the topic streams completely. If you come with the topic streams, that would definitely help you a lot to learn everything. You will never reach expert, that's wrong. What's happening, guys? Why are you fighting? At least if you're gonna fight in person, not in chat. Yusago means what? It's good, so good. Okay, thank you. It has all the resources regarding CP's device. Yes. Also, Yusago is a very good source. Yeah. For 8 months, I'm born mistaken. I should have been. No, that's not correct. Just make sure to watch the guidelines that I made, and also after that, start watching the topic streams and solve the problems that I've discussed in them. If you need, you can repeat watching some parts again. That is gonna help you a lot, and I'm sure that if you do it completely, you can reach experts easily. Can you give me that guy's address? I wanna find. Yeah, record it. I will post it in the channel. You can have physical fight and I will record it. Thank you, Roshan. Thank you very much. I hope that you are learning something from it. So you guys share your address for a fight. At the same time, let me tell you another problem very fast too, because this is something that I wanted to talk about as well. Let's talk about it very fast. I didn't practice on USACO. I used Codeforces. I did what I said in the videos. So no, I didn't. Have you done the things that I've talked about? Have you started sorting the problems and starting from the easy problems, keep solving them? Yeah, sure, Manas. Omnik, yes. Omnik in his interview said that everyone can become right. Okay. What was your roadmap? I've talked about it in the expert video. It was my first stream, first grade. Awesome. That's nice. That's nice to hear that. And very, very welcome. How many of you guys were your first stream here? If anyone else's first stream was here, you can let me know about it. It's nice. Abu Huraira, Niloy. Nice. That's very nice. Cool. Very welcome, guys. Okay, so let's talk about the next problem very quickly as well. It's not this, it's this. The next problem, 729D. My first lesson, nice. Thank you, Manos. I talked about it with Omnik as well, and about burnout we talked about that a lot. About burnout, maybe we can talk about that later. For now, let's talk about the next problem. Sure, I will try to live stream always for the CF contest, and if any of you guys want to help with the streaming, if you guys have high ratings and, for example, candidate master, grandmaster, or something like things like that, you can tell me if you want to stream on my channel. That's completely good, because so that when I can't, you guys can do that. That would be, I think, super helpful. So you can tell me. You can say that in Discord or in Telegram. You have my Discord. So you can say that, and we can start. You can start streaming on the channel as well. You're more than welcome to do that if you want. I'm saying that so that it won't be like if at some point I cannot do the stream, there won't be any streams. That's not good. Okay, so let's talk about the next problem, sea battle. It says that we have a one-dimensional sea battle on a 1/n grid. In this game, A ships are placed on the grid. Each of the ships consists of B consecutive cells. No cell can be part of two ships. However, the ships can touch each other. So we have several ships. They are in a 1/n grid, and each of them take exactly B consecutive cells. And each cell has only one. No cell is part of two ships, and the ships can touch each other. Now we know that some positions that there's it's not in any ship. That cell does not have any ship. So we are told that there are some cells that are not a part of some ship, and we have to make some shots. K of the shots are missed. We know that they are not part of ships, and we have to say that what is the minimum number of cells that we should shoot at them to make sure that we will hit at least one ship, and it is guaranteed that there is at least one valid ship placement. So there are several ships. Each ship takes B consecutive cells, and we know that we want to shot them. We want to shot at least one ship, And we know that we have made K shots so far and they were all missed. So in those K positions, there are no, those cells are not parts of a shape, some shape. Now we want to shot more minimum number of times so that we make sure that at least one shape will be hit. So what can we say? In here, we know that each shape is 1 by B, right? So if I start from a block cell, as long as I know that there is no shape in this cell, let's start going forward and have some CNT, have some counter, and let's keep increasing our counter whenever we see some cell that we don't know if there's a shape there or if there's not a shape there. My greedy algorithm is that whenever CNT became equal to B, let's shot there, because maybe there's a shape here. So this is the last, whenever it became equal to B, let's shut it and set CNT equal to 0 again. Why? Because if there's any shape in any of these cells, it will have this cell as well. So I don't need to shut these places. These places don't need to be shut. Because if I have shape there, those shapes will be here too. Part of them will be here too. So I can just shut here whenever my CNT became equal to B and then reset CNT from the beginning again. And then again move forward and keep increasing CNT 1. Again, whenever it became equal to B, increase my answer. But again, and reset CNT. So my code will be basically this. The code that I have done several years ago is this. I have a 4 and I say that if it was 0, I increase CNT. If it was 1, I set CNT equal to 0. If CNT became equal to B, I will push back that position in my vector to say that, okay, I will shut this place as well. And then I set CNT equal to 0. At the end, I will just, all of these positions, I will have a 4 and I will see out them. I will see out these positions and that's going to be all. I mean, at the end, I'm sure that they will be hit. So the main point in this problem is that when your CNT is less than B, you don't need to make a shot yet. So let's go greedily. And as long as it's less than B, let's not shot that. Only when its number reached some points that you had to shot it, then shot it there. And that's how we want to do it. And the point is that we have A ships. I also didn't say that the number of ships is exactly A. The number of ships is exactly A. And we want to hit at least one of them. So that's why at the end, we don't need to hit all of them. If we just see out size of vacuum minus A plus one of them, so whatever the answer is, you can ignore A minus one of them. And because they are also at most in one ships, for each one of them I lose at least one ship. If I do this minus A minus 1, at least one ship will be hit. So I can just subtract A minus 1 from this value because those will only be related to A minus 1 ships, and for the rest I can just shut them. And this way I will have all the ships. I will definitely shoot one of the ships. Is it clear or not? I just started this Codeforces fun. Nice. Can a software engineer after become red card switch to quant roles? Yes. Watch my interview with Reina. That's exactly this way. And he earns around, right now he's in Chicago and he earns 100K per year. After tax, I guess. So we talked about it in the interview. Although the exact number was not said, but he just said that this is the prices that usually quants get. And he is better than normal quants as well. With Reina, you can watch my interview with Reina here. Come to the main channel and here. From II gold medal to more than 500K per year. And I didn't explicitly say that how much more than 500K, but it's more than 500K. Yes. If you want me to review your account, put a comment in that experts how to get from newbie to experts video, and I will answer all of them. Did Colin retire from CP? I guess so. He's not doing anything, but he will come back to YouTube. But I won't reveal what he's gonna do in YouTube, but he will be back to YouTube. Can you give an example that the first miss is at the position greater than the B? The first miss, yeah, if the first miss, I mean, whenever we see a miss, we just reset CNT. We set CNT equal to 0 whenever we see a miss. And then again, so if it was 1, we reset CNT to 0. Whenever we saw zeros, we will keep increasing CNT. Whenever it got equal to B, we will just shut that place. That's all. Is it a quant or software? Well, it's better if I don't talk much about it, but maybe soon I will talk about it. Maybe it's better if we don't talk about it. I think he works in Radix, Arash. Do you think math Olympiad guys are far ahead of us regular non-Olympiad guys? Well, I believe that doing competitive programming and Olympiads will help your mind to improve a lot and your brain to work a lot better. So I really recommend you guys to solve either math or competitive programming problems. They really help you. The fact that you think about problems, try to prove them. And competitive programming is the most interesting part of math. Well, basically computer science is a part of math. It's part of mathematics. You see that we prove things. We show that this happens. And it helps your brain to improve and be a better problem solver. So yeah, that's something that's you can do. Could you review live now? It's better if we do it there, because in here maybe not everyone are interested in reviewing one. But, and also let me see that how long has been passed from the interview. It's been more than 2 hours. So gradually we should wrap up the stream as well. Guys, make sure that if you didn't completely comprehend any part, make sure to watch that again. And as long as you will understand it completely, and then whenever you are completely okay with it, make sure to accept them as well. That's super important. So don't be like, okay, I heard what he said and this is the solution. Okay, no, it's not useful unless you accept these problems. So make sure that you accept the problems as well. Okay. Why not CNT modulo B equal to 0? Because whenever CNT is equal to B, I will set it equal to 0 again. I won't let it to be greater than B. So whenever it's greater than B, I will set it equal to B again. Are you doing research at uni? What are you studying? Yes, I'm doing theoretical computer science research. CP is not for me. Why do you think CP is not for you? I don't think it's like that. But for focusing on full stack web development, you can watch a lot on YouTube. I think there are a lot of people who are teaching full stack web development. But I believe that it's not good if you think like CP is not for you. That's not right usually. Most of the people get you know, give up, although that they haven't really tried to they haven't really tried to get good there. Am I eligible to Rive? Oh, you're saying that review your accounts to see if you're eligible for live? Man, you're a newbie. How you right now? How do you want to stream right now? Of course you can stream, but in the future, not right now. It's soon a little bit. Yes, you can. You can participate in ICPC for the first 5 years of you're in the university. You can participate in ICPC, And you can participate in world finals only twice. So yes, the first year of master or PhD you can participate. Nurture greater than nature 100%. Should I do a discrete math course? Should I do a discrete math course for Codeforces? That helps, but yeah, you can watch the combinatorics. I had a combinatorics live stream last week as well. Our last topic stream was on combinatorics. That is super helpful for you as well. If you watch that, that's going to be super helpful for you. I will talk more about discrete math as well. So, okay. Badly, please stay that in the Telegram group or channel. Are you still giving personal training? Yes, as I said, I'm giving personal training. If you want to view my personal training, just go check the description of the video, and here you can. And in case you want to support my work, you can do this, but that definitely is not necessary, because I can't ask you for this for nothing. You don't need to support this way. Even the fact that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, that's a lot. And that means a lot to me, and thank you very much for that. But in case some people want it, and thank you for everyone who have done it so far if they are in this stream. There's no use with me on planet Earth? What do you mean? I'm eligible to live, not live. Okay. Yes, you're eligible to live. Yes, just I again recommend to you to watch the videos, the guideline videos, and do the things I said. Sort the problems in Codeforces problem set and start solving them from the easiest ones. I highly recommend you to do this. Watch the videos completely, and I've said all of these things. Sure, Ayan. You are eligible to live. Of course, all of us are eligible to live. A bit manipulation for required for CRES is 1400. I'm not sure. I generally get stuck in problems where there is a overlapping sub-problems and I can't observe it and I spend a lot of time. How can I improve? Solve a lot of problems, actually. That's the main point. You should solve a lot of problems. Although it's important that what problems do you choose, that's super important, that what type of problem do you choose. Some people study in a wrong way. In CP, I believe there is a right way and wrong way to study CP. So make sure that you do it in a good way. I will, Manas, it's better if you put it in the comments of the last video. I'm answering all of them. And if you want to just see that if you're eligible to live or something, definitely you are. All of you, all of us. Let me see anyway. I'm loading it, but yeah, again, to you as well, I suggest to you as well to just do whatever that I said, sort the problems, start solving the problems from the easiest ones. And you can get there after solving so many problems. That's where I was too. I was in newbie as well. And I just told you in that video that what exactly I did in this period. Okay, so I should gradually leave. Thank you very much for joining today, guys. That means so much to me, and I hope that I can see you guys next time as well. Let me read these last comments as well. Stream on interactive would be great. Yes, sure, I will put that in the words. I did everything possible on Prime and nothing works out. I would suggest to keep my state in the museum. No, that's not right. I didn't study algorithms and did random problem solving, and I got stuck at 900. It's not like you solve some problems and it's done. You should keep solving. But I told you, for 3 months I was like solving so many problems per day, and it was very few days that I was not working well and I was not solving enough problems. So you should keep solving problems, learn from them, see people's codes. I think these are the best things that you can do. And I strongly recommend you to do that. Just for a month, be focused on doing it and try to do it and see what is going to happen. Maybe there's something in it that you're not doing it well. Maybe had you for example solved 10 problems a day, for example, that are around your own rating. How can I fix my bit manipulation? I'm stuck with this. Bit manipulation is so difficult. Are you really asking this, or are you here for something else? Because I see a gaming channel here. I see a gaming channel. I can have a topic stream on bit manipulation as well. See people's code as well. That's gonna be helpful too. Yeah, first stop chat manipulation. Okay, tutorial on rainbow cycle. I can talk about that. Bro, let us get out of newbie first. Sure. Okay. So thank you guys very much for joining today. Today's topic stream was for 2 hours and half an hour more than what I was planning to, but it's okay. I hope that you guys learned something about it. Again, you're more than welcome to join the Telegram channel and join my YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you guys again. I will, maybe if I can, I will try to do this solution discussion for this lead code contest tonight as well. Thank you guys. Thank you all. See you next time. Bye bye.